Let's see the third question in this video. That is, the problem statement is to return the sum of all elements of an array before the given index in the list. That is, we are given with the list of length n, and the list, each element is separated by the space, and we are given the index. We have to calculate the sum of the elements before the at index position. That is, here let's see the explanation for the given test case 1. Here we are given the n is equal to 7, so that there will be n elements into the list, that is 7 elements in the list, and they are separated by space, and they are given the index is 5. So the index 5 is 11. So we have to calculate the sum of the elements before the index value, that is 2, 5, 3, 0, 8, and the sum of these values is 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 0 plus 8, that equal to 18. So the output is 18. Here is the question. Let's see the explanation. First we have to take the input and the length of the list from the user, and then we have to print, we have to insert each element in the list separated by the space. So we take list is equal to a is equal to list of map of int comma input dot split, as we have to split the characters at space, and then we have to check the index position, that is b is equal to int of input. Then we have to check, we have to append the values up to the index I. So I am taking the value c is equal to a of a up to the value a, for ranging from 0 to up to the value b. It's a up to b, means we will take the values into the list up to the index position b. So c contains the index, c contains the list elements ranging from up to b, and we have to print the sum of b, sum of c. So sorry, sum of c we have to print, as the elements up to the index position we stored in the c. So we are printing the sum of c. The sum of c is the final output. That's all the explanation. Let's get into the coding section. First of all, we have to give the user input, that is the length of the list. So that let's take a is equal to int of input, int of input. Then we have to give the list elements, they are separated by the space. So I am taking b as the list. B is equal to list of map of, the map function is used to map the values to the, we are using int, so the values will be in the integer format. Int of input dot split at space, the values are separated at space. And then let's take the c as the index, that equal to int of input. Then we have to take the last, then we have to print the values up to the sum of values up to the index c. So that is the value of up to c. So I am directly taking it as d is equal to b of 0 to c, so that the d as the value ranging from b to c, and then I am taking e is equal to sum of d, as the values in the list d, we are calculating the sum of the values in the list d, and this summation is assigned to the value e. And finally I am printing the value of e. Let's run it. Let's run the test case, that is the length of the size is 7 and then the values are 2, 5, 3, 0, 8, 11, 9, and the index position is 5, and here the output is 18. Let's see the explanation of the code again. First of all, we took the length of the list, that is 7, and we have given the list elements, they are separated by the space, and C we given the index position, and we took the values up to the index position into the D. So the D is a list of elements up to the 0th position to the index position, and finally calculate the summation into the E and printing the E. Given a IBM previous year coding question, write a program to calculate the standard deviation. Means we have to calculate the standard deviation of the given set of integers. The input format is n, the number of integers. It is given the number of integers to be taken, and n integers. The n integers are given in the form of list. The output format. In the output format we have to print the standard deviation of the given integers, and the standard deviation formula is S is equal to root over sigma 1 is equal, I is equal to 1 to n x of I minus x bar whole square by n minus 1. And here we given a sample test case, that is 10 elements we have to take, and that is ranging from 1 to 10, and the sample output is 2.87. Let's get into the explanation of this question. Explanation. First of all, we are giving the number of values we have to take, that is int of input, sorry, int of input. Next we are taking the list of int, list of map of int comma input dot split. Next we have to find the mean first, so that we can easily calculate the standard deviation later. So I am calculating the mean value. To calculate the mean, we have to find the sum and the total sum of the values and the total number of values, that is mean is equal to sum of b, as it's a list, sum of b is give the all the values, and a is the total number of values, and we have to find the standard deviation. So first calculate the standard deviation, we have to first calculate x of I minus x bar whole square. So I am taking it as, and we have to increase the values in the ranging from sigma I is equal to 1 to n. So let's take a value s is equal to 0, s is equal to 0, and then range from, for I in range, for I in range a, as it starts from a, for I in range a, yeah, for I in range a, s plus is equal to b of I, minus mean. We given the mean as mean, and we have to take it as x bar is mean value. X bar is nothing but mean, as we have to given square root here. We can see that x of I minus x bar whole square. X bar is nothing but mean, as we have to repeat it for the x values ranging from I to the range a. And finally the standard deviation is equal to, let's take it as s by a. Here we have the square root, so it should be taken as 0.5 or power of s by a comma 0.5. So I am taking it as this, and then finally printing the print sd. Let's see the explanation again. First we are taking the number of integers, next taking the list, then we calculating the mean, then taking a value s is equal to 0 for calculating the for easily calculating the standard deviation. Then we are calculating the x of I minus mean whole square. So for each value it should be ranged from I is equal to 1 to n. So I took like this, and then the I calculated the standard deviation at last, that s by a to the root. So s of d is equal to s by a power zero point 0.5, and finally written the s of d. Let's get into the coding section. First we have to take the number of integers. So I am taking int of input, then I am taking the list. So it is list of mapping the values to integer, map of int comma input dot split the values at space. Then I am taking the mean. The mean is sum of b slash a. Then I am calculating the x of I minus x bar whole square. Means x of I is nothing but the each value in list b, then x bar is nothing but the mean. So for each value in list, so I am checking in the for I in range a. Yes, a is the length of b, so I am taking it directly a. Let's take a another value so that you can be easy to calculate and update the value. D plus is equal to, I am taking it in brackets because we have to do square, so b of I minus c whole square. We are using star 2 because it is equal to the whole square, and I am taking e as the standard deviation, that is e is equal to d by a. D by a is nothing but x of I minus x whole bar by n minus 1. We have to take the root for all this, so I am taking star 0.5. The 0.5 is nothing but 1 by 2, that is the square root. So finally print, we have to round the value of e. Let's run it. 10, check for 1, sorry, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, it's rounded to the seal, so I am just printing e. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here is the output 2.87. If we want to round the values up to 2 decimals, we can do it.